licking that ice cream.
Get over it.
What?
Okay, so
It's just the very weird, like, looking into your soul eye
We're live,
contact.
by
It's
the
kind
way.
of unsettling.
Are we?
Yeah.
You said we weren't live yet.
I said starting the recording and starting the stream, and you guys started talking about weird robot ladies licking ice cream.
Just so everyone knows, I'm assuming it's Serbian beer.
And it is not good.
Okay.
Good to know.
But it looks pretty.
It looks like it should be good.
And I'm just saying, if you're gonna sell a bad product, you better make it look good.
Very true.
They have lots of really cool looking flavors, and I thought maybe it would just taste a little less like beer, and it still tastes like beer. So
Yum beer.
yep. Okay, cool.
That's why what you do is you get a beer you like, and then you just put a scoop of ice cream in it and make it like a root beer float, but with
It's just a beer float.
the beer. Well, no, you put like ice cream in it, so it's just a beer float.
I don't know. I kind of like beer float.
It's a bear float, and you put ice cream and gummy bears in it.
So I will say I have tried a beer float before. It is a god awful.
Oh, I imagine it is.
Yeah, so
yes, we're live. Hello and welcome to thing that we call a game. But I don't know that everybody calls it that because some of our friends just like leave to go off and be
trollops.
Yeah.
Pops.
Yeah. They go off and be lot lizards for every D&D game that comes around. But that's okay, because we're here, and we're doing a recap.
Well, I believe
We sold a lot of stuff.
We spent most of our time, selling a bunch of our stuff. I think we sold everything we wanted to, with the exception of the goblin ears.
We became traveling merchants.
Met.
Sorry, stabbed myself in the thumb.
Let me look up the name of the lady that runs the inn that we stayed at. Really nice old lady.
Ooh, that's bleeding.
Gosh dang it, Bryant, we're doing something, all right?
Hey, babe, can you bring me a Band-Aid?
Miss Stoutpath,
Bring me
was
a
it?
Band-Aid.
It was.
Really nice grandma-y old lady ran the, little tavern that we stayed at. Apparently, Karis knew her. Karis had a secret, private interaction that any of the viewers would have seen with people that I definitely have no idea who they are, wink wink. And we sold a bunch of stuff, and I made some really good rolls to sell. What was the weird random thing? A bag of grubs?
Well, a bag of grubs.
For a decent price for a bag of grubs. And I think that's about it. But it was mostly a shopping and interaction episode. Well, selling. Do a lot of buying. But
That is a lot of selling, lots of meeting people. Ate some delicious food.
indeed.
You met some guards met a guard from the the Eldarian Confederation, royal guard, as it were.
If I remember correctly, he said something about my mother being a hamster and my father smelling of elderberries or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
He was distinctly French.
Well, I believe we ended just shortly after you sold the grubs, and you were. I don't remember if you said you were doing anything.
No,
we were on our ways to get rid of the ears because that was the last thing we needed to sell.
Yes.
And then we were going to check the job board. Yes. Although
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Josh was one that had the ears in his inventory, so we don't know exactly how many ears we have.
Josh, how many years do we have?
I mean, the DM could always just jump into his
How
inventory.
many
I
years
sure
do
can.
we have?
You had, I believe, 12 sets.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
By the
And
way, don't ever stab yourself right under the edge of your thumbnail. It really sucks.
Oh, it does.
Josh said 14.
Or, okay, sure. Somewhere like that. 12 to 14 sets.
all right, well, if y'all are planning on going down, I actually got something I got to do right quick. I'll meet you. We were planning on looking at that job board. I'll meet you over there after I'm finished. I'll be back here in a few minutes.
Okay, you at the job board. First, we shall sell some goblin ears.
Well, you would sell the goblin ears
Sounds good.
at the like job board / like guard post dealio.
But then we will wait for you there after we have sold the ears.
All right, I'll catch up with you here in a little bit, and I will head off to do what I already discussed with you, and you already know I'm doing.
All right, you head off to do it.
All right.
It
Does it cost me anything?
It does.
Just your eternal soul.
Do you want expedited shipping or not?
Is expedited shipping the time that we talked about?
No.
It doesn't need to be especially quick.
All right, there'll be 15 silver.
And so 1 gold and 5 silver. Right.
Cool.
It is paid.
Karis, I imagine you told him where he was supposed to be meeting you guys, which is at Bernshard Keep.
Yes, I 100% told him that.
Is that one of the colored buildings?
That is the only one that looks like a keep or a castle or is big and gray, and it's in the middle of the city.
Okay, because there's 2 gray ones, one that's like Star of David over there, and the other one that's
that's a church.
Ah.
You can tell that by the fact it clearly does not look like a keep.
I mean, there were forts that had that design.
Well, when you think medieval fantasy fort, you don't think it looks like a star.
Not sure I'm coming on. If I can hear myself. Okay, never mind. I'm coming through. I can hear myself.
Yay!
Hey. Am I actually, hearable on the stream now with the new mic?
Yes.
Good.
All right. You make it to the Sternshard Keep. I mean, it doesn't take you very long. It's like 10-minute walk from the place you sold the grubs, the witch's hut thing.
Just gotta go like straight down one road.
Yeah. And then there you're going like up just right into the market.
Oh, yeah,
Or
it's just a quick
your
detour.
yeah, not too far. You make it to the keep, and as you so like there's the castle, and then there's like there's just like as you're walking up, there's like the best way to describe it is basically just a shack where like they kind of keep some money, and you can like turn in these like bounties that are recognized by like the entire country. Like
Kinda like a little front gate
we
guard
killed
post?
yeah. they're definitely not letting bounty hunters into the castle, but it's like, hey, you killed this creature. Here's the
The gold.
the gold. Well, the money for it.
Okay, yeah. The coinage.
Yes.
By the way, I
and
just
then,
want to say this for legal reasons. If you happen to see a firearm in my hands, no, you don't. It's airsoft. My airsoft.
Just one of those nice metal ones that
Yes.
reciprocates.
gas
Anyways.
blowback.
Yeah.
All right. So there's also a job board, which you walk up and you see the job listings, which you have all seen. There's lots of stuff you can do.
Is there a person around it?
The job board, no, but like, I was going to kind of explain the job board.
Oh, sorry.
Go to the
Sorry.
But there's lots of stuff. You can escort caravans. You can move rocks. You can basically do. It's your average job board. You can hunt. You can hunt rats. And I'm blanking on the rest of the stuff, but it was all really cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at it in the Discord right now. So,
all right,
Jacob, if you want to read that off, because
you should read it off for the people.
Right. Needed. Looking for something new? Question mark. Mercenaries wanted for caravan protection will pay gold.
You don't have to read off like everything. You can just read
Alright.
off like the job.
Labor required for bringing stones to the castle. Looking for a transcriber. Need experience with translating runes. Special attire required. Opportunity to earn a title. Definitely not fishy. Fighter seeking apprentice. Lockpick needed for totally legitimate reasons. Looking for rare rust rats, both alive and dead. Hardy soul needed to recover stolen ring of wishes. Will reward you with land deed. Also totally not fishy. Bounty for Grix, dead or alive. Opportunity to earn title. All the opportunity to earn title ones just seem fishy to me. And taste tester, which is totally not a poison tester. I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right. So you see this job listing, or this job board, and then as you are walking up to the guard shack, Rick, my chair broke. Well, not so much broke, like the stupid little thing that keeps it from leaning back decided to unstick. You walk up to the guard shack. There before you, in like, it's not. No, go ahead.
No, continue your description. I thought you were starting to talk as the guard.
No, it's not like. It's definitely not like wealthy country robes. It is like basically all of these people are funded by the lord of the city, which Harris, you would know. I forgot to mention this when you guys passed the city or the castle on your travels, but that like guard outpost station thing is less there to protect the people and more specifically to stop all of the basically homeless people that live in hunger from like revolting. So they're specifically there to like put down peasant revolts if needed, and that's
the people
about
in
it.
their place. Got it.
Yeah, everybody else kind of needs to deal with their own stuff.
Gotcha.
So you you walk up to this guard post, and they're standing before you is a youngish lady in brightish for the time, yellow and purple, like robes, with some chainmail and stuff. How can I help you?
Hello. We were looking at the job board here. What exactly is a Greek?
Well, they're like, what's a good way to describe? They're like really little, but they have lots of sharp teeth, and they just like we don't actually have a name for them. That's just what everybody's been calling them. They just showed up recently. I mean, like
Are
in the
they
last couple of months, we've never.
bipedal,
Like,
quadrupedal, octopedal?
I mean, I've never seen one, and I mean, you know how people get like they hear there's a new scary like monster roaming about, and the stories kind of tend to run wild. All we know for sure is they're short. They're like real small, like foot tall ish, 2 feet tall sometimes. And they have lots of sharp teeth. They like to hide in like crevices and stuff and like jump out and attack.
A snipe.
Very interesting. I see. If we find any, we will definitely bring you some. By the way, when does the caravan leave and how long will it be gone?
You would need to contact whoever put that listing on there.
Right.
Aladar Watil.
Yes.
Aladra. Not yeah,
Alidra.
Aladra.
You let me look real quick, see if I have anything. Yes. She is, it says here to meet her at the Silver Branch Gourd Market.
Not too far.
I'm not sure if she's left or not. I would imagine not. Normally they take down these listings when they're on their way out of town, or they have everybody hired they need.
That would make the most. Finally, where can we find? Welanas, Welanas Black Oak.
You would probably find her she spends most of her time at the temple. They're out kind of west of town,
Oh, yes.
northwest of town. I don't know if you're from around here, but
Oh, yes, grew up here.
Oh, okay, yeah, you know where the temple's at. Then she normally spends her time there. I will say, I mean, no, I don't mean to throw shade at you guys, but you don't look like you're on the wealthy side of things. So I kind of doubt you have the.
We have one of our number that is not with us. That is a higher education.
Well, I was meaning like the robes and all of that attire. From what I've heard, it's like a couple hundred gold worth of robes and stuff. They don't just let anybody into the inner temple. Got to keep up appearances.
Well, I do know a fine seamstress or two. Perhaps we.
But yeah, you'll find her most of the time at the temple. That's normally where she's at.
Very well. Are there any other jobs the rest of you are interested in? Dario.
Right, you did I hear over here you mentioned something about nicer clothes?
Uh, yes. So he just asked about about the job for transcribing runes and all of that. And those robes that they require a special type of robe to get into the inner sanctum of the temple.
Is it a very
basically.
specific type of robe or just nicer? Because I got my old robes from back when I attended the Crystal Dome. They're been on the nicer side. My apprentice robes there when I was.
I mean, it's kind of like a specific type of robe. You didn't hear this from me, but they're kind of like a cult, and so everybody's got a match.
All right. Well, how much we get for those ears?
Ears.
Oh yes, indeed. Here, we have some ears from some goblin. Sorry, I got distracted by the prospect of more work.
Can I take a look at those?
Absolutely, here. They wanted to eat our horse.
Now these are a little different than normal.
Yes, they were very old.
Where'd you guys come about these?
Oh, about. I don't have the map of the country, so I'll say over by where that fortress is. The name I can't remember.
Let me load up a page real quick.
The name that my character definitely remembers, but Bryant does not, and I do not have the map in front of me.
Yonder.
Balanstan Fortress.
In the vicinity of Valistan Fortress, in the woods, big spore cloud all over everything. It definitely wasn't mist as we thought at first, but and then they came out of the darkness and demanded our horse, which we said, no way, Jose. And then we fought them. Killed them and we took their ears.
Some sort of odd subspecies or mutation.
I mean, they look real, but we just had a caravan come in from Bainger like early this morning, and they didn't mention anything about a spore cloud.
No, it was there
So,
when we were there. Sort of odd mist that behaved like that.
okay, well, I haven't heard it. Not that everything comes, everybody talks to me, but I haven't heard anything about that. I mean, they basically look like goblin ears, so you guys have been so nice. I'll give it to you. Our normal price is about 5 copper a set, or you know.
Two and they have copper apiece.
Yeah. So we're looking at like 60 copper.
Very well. That seemed like a fair price to me.
I mean, you can insight if you'd like.
Sure, I'm so great at that. I think I have proficiency. Try and haggle because subspecies. That wouldn't be.
Oh, you have 12 sets of goblin ears, so it would
Okay.
be 60 gold.
60
60
gold?
gold?
Heck yeah.
Or 60 copper, my bad. I'm sorry.
6 silver.
Insight. 21 insight.
Yes, that's that you know of with, it's been 2 months since you've been here,
Right.
but with that's normal prices. Obviously, it fluctuates.
But it's
if,
within the realm of normal.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not getting completely shafted here.
So silver to each of us, and then the last silver to the group.
Me?
She kind of hands you the 6 copper or the 6 silver. Also, I'm imagining you're just handing her like a handful of just ears.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you guys? I mean, you said you're from here, but I imagine you guys are like some sort of adventuring group.
Indeed, we are here with the Phoenix Talon Brotherhood. We are setting up a new guild hall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of them. Well, I imagine you didn't know. I'm gonna give you some of these. They're just little strings, and normally you just kind of like cut a hole and string them on these, and then we're not just passing back handfuls of of ears. So
Sure,
I'll
you
give
can
you a
wear it as
couple
a
of those.
necklace, as a badge of honor in the meantime.
That'd be really gross, but sure. If you
That
wanted
was
to,
a joke. That was a
sure.
joke. I'm not going to wear ears around my neck. That is this.
Is there anything else I can help you guys with?
Sucks. The numbers to the next winning lottery ticket?
A what?
Never mind.
I
Okay.
doubt there's that many deer in this area.
About 5 million gold if you have the 2 spare.
No.
Nah,
No.
me neither.
Well, I've got other adventures and the like to see, so if you need anything else, feel more than happy to hop back in line. And you guys have a great day.
You as well.
All right. So I didn't get too close of a look at everything you was looking at and talking about. What are we looking at here?
Well, we have the cult if you want to go check them out. They can use a transcriber for runes. But it would cost like 100 gold to pick the robes. How much they pay? Other than that, over in the market, we have a lead on a particularly interesting bit. We can be caravans.
I'm gonna vote for that one.
Or we can go hunt Greeks, which no one knows what they actually are or what they look like. Oh! I forgot to ask about the weird rats that are called rust rats. Hey, what are rust rats?
I'm not even gonna make it. Right, you would know. What a rust rat is.
Okay.
It's more or less a what's the word for like a slain for like runaway slave children
Oh.
that tend to hide in the sewers.
Oh. Oh no. That is slave hunting. That is hunting for runaway slaves. That is that I will not be partaking in.
What is the cultural perception of slavery in this world for like average folk?
I mean, if you're sold as a slave, that's sucks to suck. Yeah. Like
Not a
obviously
racial
nobody's gonna like show up at your house and be like, oh, guess what? You didn't pay your debts, you're a slave now. But like when
Maybe.
different countries tend to go to war,
Oh really? They don't get put in slavery for unpaid debts?
No, they just don't call it slavery. They call it indentureship. Then
Right.
it's the same exact thing, doing the same exact stuff.
but you feel better about one.
You could use butcher's paper instead of...
No one's gonna be upset with you if you say you have indentured servants. Now, if you call them slaves, everybody gets upset. So, what are you guys doing?
So anyways, not slave hunting. We should go to the
Yeah,
market,
not that.
to the place that I am saying right now. To talk to one...
Wow.
Don't care about that. Mercenaries.
Joe?
Alidra Whittier.
Hunting whatever those little animals were could be fun too, though.
I'm not sure that they exist.
On top of that,
But if we
hunting
do find
something
them, we would
that
absolutely take them.
you don't know what they are or where they are, or even if they are real,
If we come across a few, we would bring them in, of course. But dedicating our entire time to hunting something that I'm not even sure is actually real and kind of like a setup for outsiders, I would not suggest.
Fair enough.
To the caravan mercenary job.
All right.
All right. So the Silver Branch Gourd is in the market district. The weird like sideways Tetris piece.
Like,
I don't know if you see it.
Kind of in the
hold
center
on,
of
hold on,
the-
wait.
This one?
I can do this right there.
Aha, I was right.
That the
Weird
the
little Z shape.
building right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the very end of it, that is the Silver Branch Gourd.
Okay. Shall we?
Head that way. All right.
And off you go.
Jacob, were you tracking the group fund?
Yeah.
It takes you I don't know, 5-10 minutes to get there.
I'll spend a
It's-
copper and grab a snack on the way. You know, a little meat here. Oh, very good.
Cool.
Well, with 30
Get some chowder.
skewers.
There are turkey legs. Whole roasted turkey legs.
I feel like that's a little too rich for my blood. I'm going with like skewered and grilled mystery meat.
No, I'm
There
an
are-
immediate turkey leg.
turkey legs.
It is a leg of a creature that is cooked.
How much are those?
A copper for a snack along the way.
Can
Excellent.
But actually, Sage and Dario, are you also getting a snack?
Sure.
Are you just grabbing what looks good, or are you grabbing what Harris grabs?
In a foreign land, you follow the lead of the natives on snacks.
Oh,
and
yes,
street
these are
food.
very good. They have like some wonderful bit of spiciness to them. They are delicious. Don't ask what kind of meat it is. I don't know.
I don't know. I really want the turkey leg.
Oh, they're fine for sure. They're not
Is it
turkey. I don't know
Strangely,
what they are.
meow.
No, it's not. I mean, it is obviously some sort of bird. I was just, if you guys concocted random foods out of your head, you were gonna roll a Constitution check to
Oh,
see if you
so
got
the
food poisoning.
meow is what me and Karis are eating.
Probably. But
Maybe.
It's probably more like the organs from the butcher that they were gonna throw out, so they got really cheap, and then they're like chopped up, put on skewers, and grilled because that's actually pretty cheap. Not gonna lie, grilled organs.
So we're eating
So
gizzard skewers.
Heart,
We
lung,
recently got to
gizzard.
try goose liver, and that is excellent.
I have a moral problem with foie gras.
Is that what it's called?
When it's prepared in a very specific way, where they keep it fat and it's.
Oh, I know nothing of that.
it,
I just know we went to a fancy meal and it tasted good.
oh, was it at like a fancy restaurant?
Yes.
It was probably foie gras.
Yeah, it's like the only food I won't eat on a moral standpoint. I feel
There's-
like it's just
Cool.
unnecessary cruelty.
There are a few things I wouldn't eat on a moral standpoint. I just won't eat liver because I think it's gross.
That's fair. Anyways,
You make it to the Silver Branch Gourd.
Okay.
This is very low key. Like, this is in the market district, but also it's not like, huge signage. Hey, we're the best bar here. It is like your hole in the wall.
Where the locals
Kind
go.
of. Yeah, locals and or people,
Yeah.
who shouldn't be in this part of town.
Come. This place is wonderful. They have a delicious ale. And it's not too expensive either. They make it here, so it comes down on the cost. They have some imported stuff if you are rich, but I am not.
So you kind of like make your way into the like where you would enter into the market, but then you go past it and it's like down a alley around the corner is the entrance to this bar. You walk inside. smaller space. I mean, it's the back alley bar. Think like Prohibition, Speakeasy, very low key. You enter the door. There's maybe a dozen people, including the workers. in
Not the
there.
type of place you want to go for a party. That that's over by Fleamore. No, no, this is the place when I've had a very long day. You want a nice quiet drink, maybe with a friend. And yours. Come, come.
Go up to the bartender.
Hello.
I imagine you're familiar with the locals and normal folk around here. We had some business with someone named Leader. Do you know if she's around here anywhere?
I don't really ask questions. I just serve alcohol or whatever you're kind of in the mood for. And as you're chatting with this lady, a shorter half elf kind of walks up to you. I imagine you guys are here for the job.
No, I'm here for the pleasant conversation at the end. Yes, I'm here.
You guys, you really do stick out like a sore thumb.
That's my
You got this whole air of like we're here to mess this place up when you walk in the door. I'll take what you
A
guys want
farm
to drink.
kid and a local miller walk in. They look like they're ready to mess up the place.
To be fair, though, people like that have probably caused more trouble than.
I see your point.
I will take an ale.
All right, I'll have one ale for my friend.
Guys,
and
pleasure to
for
meet you.
Karis. Nice. Obviously, you already know my name.
As long as you are, in fact, the lovely Miss Alidre with you.
That would be me. Miss Watil will do just fine. For you, sir, Mister.
I'll follow his lead on the ale. I'm fine with
All
that.
right, an ale for my friend, and ma'am, for you,
Yes, I'd love an ale as well.
3 ales. All right. Well, I've got a table back here. Let's go discuss some business.
Take the drinks, go to the table.
Yep.
So,
If I was Kedron, I'd look out for anybody sketchy in corners watching us, but I'm not, so I wouldn't see it anyway.
so this caravan you are going to be guarding is a group of researchers. They're doing some uh, like charting the stars, and obviously, well, they're. Let me put it this way: they'll be traveling. You guys will kind of be traveling through the plains of Ur to Bayan Ur. So a couple of days travel. If travel goes well, should be more than a week there. But yeah, they'll be doing it. Basically, you'll travel by day. When it starts to hit dusk, set up camp. They'll do their star charting and everything. And then
Astrological research. Are we talking more? Not that it really matters. I just have some knowledge of certain things. Divinatory research, or just more standard mundane researchers, more map makers, such.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of like the middleman. They hire me to facilitate the help.
Dario,
No problem. I was just curious. That's it.
Dario, as we are the mercenaries and not the researchers in this scenario, we're asking these questions entirely. How well does it pay?
So depending on obviously we can't really predict the weather, but the quicker you get them there, the better it pays. we're talking like three gold a person.
By a person, you mean a person on the mercenary crew or a person that we get there and back?
If you don't get all of the persons there, you won't be getting paid.
Okay. I would like to know the particulars of a contract, obviously.
Yes.
So that's base pay, free expediency bonuses.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
that would be base pay. Yeah.
Only a couple of weeks. That's more than a gold a week. And that's pre-expediency bonuses. We're able to move.
Do have another important question is what's your time frame for shipping out?
Preferably tomorrow morning. I mean, the quicker they leave, they kind of, I don't know. They've got star stuff going on, and I'm gonna be
They
honest.
want to be in their positions for a star observation by the time night
Right.
falls. I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't the stars in the sky every night?
Yeah, but you know how like stars do things, and there's, I don't know. I facilitate jobs. I don't do stars. That's not my thing.
If it's pure research, there's going to be certain points on the map that'll be better for viewership, and if it's magically related, there are certain nexuses in locations that provide better readings on magical side of things. So either way, research and types tend to be particular.
Well then, I think I am on board. I can leave in the morning. That is fine. Anyone else? Oh wait,
I ain't got no objections.
I have a sword that is being appraised. When was the sword that was being appraised supposed to be done?
Right. Like a week.
Oh, then I will do it when I come back.
Wow, how convenient.
Right? Man, that is a very important sword. If they're taking a full week to figure out
Shut
what
up!
a normal
I had other
non-magical
planning to
sword
do it. I
does.
forgot.
It must be very powerful magic indeed, or they have a backlog. Either way. Ow. I am good for tomorrow.
I don't see any, reason otherwise.
I've got nothing else going on.
Perfect. All right.
Now,
And
now
it's-
here's the question. Since we are missing a couple of party members, are they joining?
Well, since Josh is only gone for the week, I would imagine he's here and one of us is controlling him. But since Jason has other things going on, did you say you're putting him on clerk duties?
Sure.
That was a question. You're the DM.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
Am I correct? We had talked about if we have to leave for a mission, we still might need somebody back with our correspondent. So
Yeah.
enough of them probably stay with him. We'll check out the rest of stuff.
All
Alrighty.
right. Well, then it's just the four of you, right? Or are there more?
Just the four that will be going.
All right. Well, here's your contracts. I'm just gonna need you to sign here and here, and then on this other page, if you'll initial for me. All this is just saying is that if you don't bring all of the researchers to buy an there'll be consequences, and we have legal authority to yeah. Do I what you doing there?
I just want to see if anything looks sketchy about these contracts.
Are you well versed in legal jargon? Say
Does it matter? I rolled a 22.
Well, insight is for like checking out a person. So you'd be rather than the contract, that'd be looking at
Yes,
them.
I'm trying to read her to see if
she
there's
is
anything
not lying to
sketchy.
you. She is telling you what is on the contract.
Now, if you say something out of our control happened, a bolt of lightning strikes one of the researchers. right, a attack, something. We fight valiantly, and some of our own are lost, and also the researcher. Are we then being arrested when we return?
I mean, arrest isn't necessarily on the on in the paperwork. But obviously there will be, you know,
Bit of an inquest.
yeah, you can, you know, we're not gonna like, oh, you didn't make it with all of them, you die when you get there, type of thing. But if like, you know, one of them dies because of your negligence, then there will be consequences.
Oh, yes,
And
that
this
makes
is
sense.
just this is just legally saying that we're allowed to do that, that you've given your consent to be drawn, quartered, and or maimed on breaching by an if you do not you know, complete the job. And then here is the expedience pay, which will be uh, so we're guessing roughly about 7 to 10 days travel. Every day under that 10-day mark will be 1 additional gold per person. So it'd be 3 plus however many days you it takes you to get there. Any days over that 10-day mark will be a loss of 1 silver per person per day. Obviously, you know, incentivizing you guys to get there quickly, but also, you know, safely. Karis, you would know it, like normal travel, it's probably 7 days.
Oh, okay.
Pretty easily. Not in a caravan, but like easily traveling by yourself, you could make it in 6 to 7 days.
10 days is doable.
Yeah, and that's it. So I'll just need you to sign there, and there on that other page.
I would like to add a clause that any looted items from enemies who may waylay us.
Oh no, those
Who
are
belong
you
to
guys. Yeah, the researchers. They don't care.
I would like it written down so that the contractors do trinkets or odds and find along the way that would rightfully belong to us if we were in fact waylaid by bandits or other such creatures.
I will say, you probably hadn't noticed. We each have our own individual contracts, right?
Yes.
When the drawing and quartered and stuff is mentioned, you notice Dario's head pop up and look over at him right after he had finished signing his name.
Again?
You know why. You
Yeah.
know exactly why. And it makes sense for the character.
It does. But I would just like a little right or a special provision for ensuring that any extras we come across are in fact belonging to us and not to the.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh boy, I'm so good at. No.
Honey, I'm the one with the contract here, and if you've lived here as many years as you say you have, and you're doing this line of work, you would know that when I say something, it is the fact. So I'm not putting that in this contract, but anything you do find is yours to keep.
You could not blame a fellow for trying. I have been out of the country for a little while, and in other places they get a little picky.
It's all good. So obviously he's already signed. Are you signing?
Oh yes, indeed.
And just make sure, like, your full name,
Yes.
and yeah.
Yes,
My character signs, but this sounds a little sketchy.
Why would it sound sketchy?
You should look at some of the details of some of the other listings. You think this one? This is the least sketchy one we saw.
I am going to go out on a limb and assume Marthalion signs as well.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right. Well, you guys will meet at the East Bridge tomorrow morning at sunlight, and you guys will head out from there. It won't be hard to miss them. You will be checking in with. Let me find. She just kind of like shuffles or like puts all of your contracts back in her. What Dario? What you can tell is a bag of holding. I don't know. Karis, you might have seen one before.
Probably
Sage,
not.
you guys may or may not have seen one before.
Not up close, anyway.
Oh, very nice.
And then starts kind of like looking through her papers. You will be meeting with. Where is it? Where?
Definitely want to save up enough money to get me one of them. Those things are nice.
What does it do?
Magic bag holds a lot more than it looks. They're awesome.
Grimmith Dimback.
What?
That's who you'll be meeting with tomorrow morning.
Said Dillis Grimback?
Grimmith Dimback. He's a dwarf. You 100% will not be able to miss him. I guarantee it.
Very well.
Also, I didn't go over this. There'll be like 4 to 5 carts. It is if by chance something were to happen to the researchers, that would be unfortunate, and there will be consequences. But one way or the other, all 5 of those carts must make it to Bayern. If they don't, yeah, it will not. Like, you will be prosecuted within the full extent of. Well, I mean, the law doesn't tell us we can't. All of you will die if those 5 carts do not make it.
Wish you had told me that before I signed the contract.
If they
No.
catch us.
Honey, they'll catch you. Those magic types. There's no running.
So anyways,
But we'll
put it in the morning?
yeah.
Would now be a good time to take a break?
Then I would be the youngest
Sure.
because I think I'm like 21, bordering 20.
And we will be back in a little.
And we're back. Woo. No. And we're back. Woo. And you guys have just finished signing contracts.
Signing our souls away.
Something like that.
I know some character from some campaign has a lot of experience with that in early campaigns.
I have nothing to do the rest.
Yeah, it's getting dusk-ish by now. I mean, you spent probably close to an hour walking to the Marble Forge, and then to the leather shop, and then to the other leather shop. So yeah, it's late afternoon, early night, early dusk. Anything? Or are you going back to?
2 hours in the morning.
All right.
Don't forget, be there by dawn.
Your
Don't be
name
late.
is Marsk.
Question: Are we meeting you at the? I'm not entirely sure where the bridge is. Could you meet us at
Oh yes, for
where
sure.
we're staying a
Here,
little bit
All
early?
right.
45 minutes
So you guys are on the map, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see on the map too. So blue building is the Sister and the Snake. That's the tavern you're staying at.
Yep.
Yeah.
You follow that road above it all the way down to the bridge.
Me as a player assumed that.
Yes, that's
Mm.
also the bridge you entered the city on. You entered the city through. So
Oh,
It
okay.
is the bridge that we entered the city. Down the road up there.
All right. I didn't know if there was any other bridges more towards the because it's on the east side, but it also kind of dips a bit south.
Yes, and
Wasn't
all
sure.
of my homies are from the. Anyway. Which is
Hey,
not a
I can see
lie.
Kristen.
Hi, Kristen. Anyways, see you all in the morning.
Hey,
I'm gonna-
I wanted to see if it could handle it. We'll see. It's a test.
Right.
All right. I don't have anything in particular.
I got 20 arrows. That should be.
So I will, eat my dinner and turn in. Unless anybody else has anything in particular. Guess that's no.
You get there. Dinner is poached fish and like some grilled veggies. Pretty delicious, especially since this is your second real meal after eating berries for like a week and a half.
Rivertown. Fish makes sense.
Fish
I
are
assume
friends,
y'all
not
turn in
food.
for the night.
I will tell the relevant people of my departure.
Yeah, do you want to role play it?
No, it's fine. I'm just letting them know.
All right. Okay.
Yes, tell the relative people.
So you do that. The rest of you turn in for the night. Get a good night's rest. Dario, you wake up, money still on the dresser in your room. Breakfast, scrambled eggs and bacon, little potato chunks, I guess.
Potatoes.
Yeah. I imagine you're all heading to the ridge to meet
Lavish.
Correct. Yes. Bit of
meet your caravan.
bit of some sort of morning beverage along the way, whether that be coffee or tea or whatever's available here at a reasonable price.
Good old breakfast beer.
Good old bean juice.
Good old hot
Breakfast bean juice. So as you're getting ready to leave the Sister and the Snake, Sergeant Sewell meets you there, and he's like, "Hey, well, actually, I mean, he's there, but he's like, I'm gonna need one of you for some clerical stuff for the next probably couple weeks. It is like we got the permissions to do this, but the amount of just like jumping through hoops they expect us to do.
My handwriting is terrible. We do not want to-
It doesn't matter who it is, just one of you.
I think he's good at that stuff.
1, 2, 3, those goes. And Nuffle's the last one.
All right,
Nuffle's like, dang, now it.
all right, Nuffle. I guess it's you. Also, I imagine you guys are spending your time well, picking up some contracts, doing that type of stuff.
Oh yes, indeed.
I
We're
believe-
heading out on a caravan guarding duty right now.
Leave those it might be those over there. Do I see any dwarfs that stand out too much in that area?
Well,
over there?
you're still at the
Oh, okay.
at the tavern. Okay. Great. You guys have fun with that. Don't die. Also, just rep the guild, because that's always great. It really helps us like get through these hoops if like the higher ups start hearing how we're already we don't have our contracts and everything yet, but we're already helping out the community and all that, and hopefully we'll have some leads by the time you
That's
guys
hilarious.
get back.
Indeed.
All
You
right.
leave.
Well,
My skills don't lie in sales.
Do what?
I
You
said
may-
my skills don't lie in sales.
You don't have to sell anything. Just if you're meeting somebody, I'm with the Phoenix Talon Brotherhood and I'm here to help. Best sentence ever. Everyone loves to hear that.
I'm with the government and I'm here to help.
Bob
I feel
Vance,
like-
Vance Refrigeration.
I feel like this is a corporate tagline that you want us to vomit out every time we make an acquaintance. We will see. Is there a maybe we get a copper every time we say it?
No.
Worth a shot. Anyways, I'm heading out before we're leaving.
Once we start making money, then you guys make money.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, Nuffle, let's go. We got papers to sign.
I don't think I have anything in particular. I'm gonna go see
All
what
right.
they have.
Start heading out.
So you leave the sister and the snake, make it to the road, start hoofing it.
Take a moment.
You make your way down the road. You make it almost to the bridge, and I've got to figure out how to describe this guy. So I mean, these are like the most gaudy, like, research wagons you've ever seen in your life. Like, there are telescopes and bits and bobs and things just like hanging off of them, and it is obviously a research caravan. And there are four gentlemen, guys, four dudes standing there. One is he's on the shorter side for a dwarf, like gray robes, tattered gray hat, golden hair. There is a standing next to him, very tall, like some of the most, like, Karis, Sage, you've probably not seen him. Dario, you've seen him. You've been in high society stuff before. But, like, colors that just don't exist unless you are, like, the people. Right?
Bro using magical dyes.
Bro is, like, a very tall Aarakocra with, like, just the most colorful robes you've ever seen.
Birds do like their plumage.
Oh, you should say that to his face. I want to see how that goes.
That was out of character.
Next to them is another dwarf, blue, like, the best way to describe this is like train conductor robes. Tall black hat, got like a set of them really cool, like, magnifying glass glasses where you just like flip down the
Yep.
You go enhance and you flip it down and then enhance and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then next to him, in very bright blue robes, a lot of gold fringing, leathers, is a like 6.5, 7 foot tall, bright blue dragonborn.
I'm gonna lean over to
How many
Sage
berries do we have?
as we're on our way up to them before we're well within earshot. Gonna whisper, "You ready to fight? Because we are so getting robbed on them." Not by these
approach?
gentlemen, by these.
Yeah, there's a
vendors.
lot of shiny sparkles.
Yeah,
Yeah, lots of shiny sparkles.
they're so getting robbed.
So
Okay,
are you
let's do this.
gentlemen waiting for your security escort?
Stay alert, stay alive, right?
Indeed.
That would be us. Yes.
We are from the Phoenix Talon Brotherhood. We were hired out by Eledrit to be escort for your research endeavors here. Did she give us anything or tell us anything to tell them to know we're the right people?
No, not really. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Grimmith Dimback. The like train conductor dwarf says as he. That's just what I'm going to call him from now on because that's what it is. As he reaches out to shake your hand.
All right. Well, so not that it has anything to do with, I'm just know a little bit about certain issues and just personal curiosity. Is this more of a magical research endeavor or more mundane? Just curiosity.
We just look at the stars. Yeah, they're pretty. And we do research on them, like
Alright.
star research stuff.
Your parents would not happen to be. Like all of your parents.
No, we just get paid really well for our star research. So,
Anyways, we lost a Kristen.
yeah,
I don't think
stars are kind of like all the rage.
So
in
are
some
you
places.
familiar with Professor Van Deer's work? He's a astrological research lead at the Crystal Dome.
No,
Just curious. Again, yeah.
no, sorry.
Kristen,
Pretty well
can you hear
respected
us?
in the field. You should check out some of his work if you're interested.
Kristen, can you hear us?
I'll definitely do that.
I think she's gonna have to cut the video again.
Probably. Oh, we lost Novi.
Do we have Kristen back?
Kristen, can you hear me?
I can have it.
Ah, there's Kristen.
Yeah, we lost you there for a second. We may. Can you hear us? Kristen?
Kristen, say something.
Kristen.
Nope, there she is.
I don't know.
I
that
actually feel really stupid.
Oh.
I thought that I was disconnecting from y'all because I stopped being able to hear you. This part of my headset got slightly unplugged.
Nice.
Yep.
All right.
Anyways, carry on.
Ah, too far. Okay, there we go. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I am ready to go whenever you are. Are we driving? Are you driving? And like, how does this?
We're driving, and you just kind of like, you know.
Ah, one each of us in the seat next to you to keep company and to make sure that you are safe. Got it. And I will hop up. Like, I'm assuming there's like the driver's bench, and I will just hop up in the front one on the off side of where the driver sits.
Okay, sure, that works. What was your name?
Sage is walking.
My name is Caris. I will be your guard for the
Nice
duration.
to meet you, Karis. Obviously, I'm Grimmeth. He points to the dwarf next to him in like the gray robes and hat. That's Arkek. And the Aarakocra over there is Cal. And the Dragonborn is Dramrath. So I don't know. I guess yeah. That's you're the caravan guards. We'll follow
Arkek,
you.
what was he again?
He's a dwarf.
Another dwarf. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the Dragonborn.
Name Dramrath. Dramrath. And then Arkek is Arakheck, but it's pronounced Arkheck.
All right, so we got
That's how I'm
Grimmeth,
writing it down.
Arcat, Cal, and Gramrath.
Not lost on me that Cal is the only one who can fly. Anyways,
Actually, you can fly too.
well, the only one of that group.
Yeah. So, Gaddis, are you going to be? Why am I doing your voice?
I was wondering the same thing.
Well, Gaddis, you going to be doing occasional scouting from
Wow,
above?
are you mocking him?
Hold on, I will mock back. Give me a second. Yeehaw, sir! Yeah, I certainly will. Yeah, it doesn't feel too good, does it? Don't mock me. Anyways, Yes, I will be doing occasional flyovers. We're still in the city right now, so it would be a waste.
Oh,
cooking
somebody's
time.
timer is going off.
Ooh, lasagna.
Anyways, yes, should we continue?
Ooh.
All right. So they're following you. Obviously, like you guys are the escort. So you like whenever you're ready to leave.
Yeah, we'll get them out.
All right. We're leaving, guys. Which means
Travel time.
travel map.
Oh, let me zoom out. Hey! Oh, that's dope.
Travel time.
Shout out to Dungeon Alchemist.
Yes. Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us. That would be like the coolest thing ever.
All right. So, travel map. Obviously, you guys are the caravan token.
Hey!
Wow.
Crazy.
That's so cool. All of you should have access to move it. Please only move it when I state you can move it. Obviously, city above you is Umberpass. The city to the southeast of you is Hunger, right there. And then this is where you're traveling to. That is Bayan-Ur.
And what is the city up here?
That's just a city that happened. That is, yeah, it's a city on the map. I'm not going to dare to pronounce the name because I can't.
Gotcha.
But it just happened to be in the map.
Okay, works for me. Each one of these squares is
Each one of those squares is about a like 3 to 4 mile stretch.
okay.
And so, also, I'm just going to go over this because I felt, and I assume everybody else felt, that the traveling in the first 2 sessions sucked. I did not like it. I
Well, of
decided to
course.
do something different. So, how the new traveling system is going to work is a normal day's travel, you will travel 5 squares. So, it's like 20 miles a day. Seems like a reasonable speed.
Actually, the DMG states I don't care what.
I don't give a. I, don't,
Yeah,
I
right.
will. I will say bad words if you do your own. Actually,
I'm just messing with you, man. Calm down.
so how it's going to work is everyone will make a survival check at the start of a day. You will have to succeed a group DC, which is, is what I decide. It is basically based on the number of players who are traveling and the terrain you're traveling through. And then if you fail, there's a roll table of bad things that will happen. If you succeed, then nothing happens, but then the level of success that the amount you roll past the success, there are like not bad things that will happen on your travels. Don't suck at rolling.
Quick question.
Yes.
Could you give me or Brian access to Josh's character for this?
Oh,
For combat?
yes.
It's our system that can handle it better. Kristen's trying.
Yeah.
Quick question. If we have a specific way to help, right? Like I'm gonna be flying Overwatch every day. Will that either give us a bonus or affect our DC?
It is an essential position.
Like if there's something specific we're doing to help?
Not necessarily.
Okay, cool. Okay. I will be flying Overwatch though every day.
Sure. I'll say yes. We can do it that way.
Probably the easiest way to implement instead of a bonus is probably just a DC effect, but
Yeah.
it's up to you.
All right.
I'm not good at survival.
So, first day's travel. I will need survival checks from all of you.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Gosh.
I'm not terrible at survival. Apparently, I'm doing pretty good at survival right now. I'm guessing the second one of yours was
Yeah, sorry, that was. I'm guessing we'll go with the first roll for Sage.
probably
Mhm.
a lag issue. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was taking forever to go through, so I rolled it again.
I feel like that's a pretty good
So
spread.
that is what 20, 40, 50, 64.
Sounds right.
For
All right.
4 of us.
So I need someone to give me to roll a d6 for me.
Would Sage like to roll the d6?
Nice.
So your travel goes extremely well, right? Normal day's travel, everything's going smoothly. You do run across as you're traveling down the road, a older gentleman, with a cane. He's slowly hobbling down the road. He's actually headed the same direction you are, and you kind of spot him from a ways off and are catching up to him. Obviously, he's an old dude walking slowly. As you get ready to pass him, he just kind of looks up at you. Excuse me.
Yes.
I don't want to be a bother, but I'm headed to buy an Is there by chance a way I could travel with you, gentlemen?
You can have my seat. I will walk. I am young. I am healthy.
Kind of just gonna look over at the people that actually own the carts, see if they.
Listen, I am
You-
the caravan. We are the guards. We are in charge while we are on the road.
see if they agree with that. But I'm not gonna say anything to kind of look over at them.
I'm sorry, as the guards of this caravan, I do believe it's a better idea not to allow anyone to join us.
Kind sir, do you have any weapons on your person? Think you would like to kill someone with? I don't know.
No, I don't.
There we go. He's
Do I
safe.
look like I would?
He is an old man. What can he do? And I'm gonna kind of motion those in.
Not everything is as it seems.
Kind of motion everybody in. Look, we're supposed to be making a good name for the Phoenix Talon Brotherhood. Okay? We helped an old man down the road. It is a classic folk story, right? It is what heroes do. Therefore, we get a bit more reputation. Therefore, we get more funding from the Listen, I will take personality. I will keep an eye on him. I will make sure he does not stab anybody. And if he stabs somebody, it will be me. And I will watch him in the nighttime to kill anything and make off with it.
I'm convinced.
You also hold his hand when he crosses the street.
If that is what it takes. Not while he pees, though. He has to do that on his own.
Hmm.
He is an old man. He needs help. Listen, when I am that age, I hope that someone stops to help me out of the kindness of their heart.
I'm already in, so I mean,
My vote is no. All right.
You guys are
So be
the
it.
caravan escorts. It is your decision.
Bartholion's probably out picking berries right now because Josh isn't actually here to play him.
he's doing some light scouting.
Yes. Well, as it stands,
Yeah, he's frolicking.
as it stands, that is 2 against 1.
All right. So you are
right.
picking up the old guy.
Yes, we are picking up the old guy.
Thank
Wait, I want to insight check him.
You can insight check him.
Okay, I will.
Thank you so much
Maybe.
for
It's
picking me
thinking
up.
about
He's It's
Well,
you rolled a 12. He's an old guy. Like a really old guy. Who seems to need help. And he is very happy that
He
you
is
have
indeed.
offered to help him.
Pretty scum, and I will like
I am
help him.
convinced.
I will like help him up into the wagon.
You are helping what would be like an 80-year-old man into a wagon. As well as that would go, that's how it's going.
I have wings. I can fly him up if I need to.
Thank you.
And rip his arms off while you're
Well,
at
no,
it.
like Princess Carrie. Come on now.
All right, he's in the wagon.
Yep.
Make the rest of your day's travel. Camp for the night.
5 squares.
5 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Camp for the night.
Eat.
One thing I will say, as it just a quick rollback, as he's like lifting it up into the cart. Just remember, tell your friends they need help. Phoenix Talon Brotherhood sorts, the ones that doing the helping.
That I will.
Watches.
Watches.
Oh, I have first.
I'm not
watch.
wearing one right now.
I always am. All right, here we go. Don't fall asleep. Dirty 20. I'll take it.
All good?
Dario, wake up. Watch.
So we like circled up the wagons, got all them sleeping in their
Yep.
the wagons in.
Well, they're all sleeping on cots on the floor.
They have army cots. Pampered and fancy. I have a bedroll. Anyways, I'll go to sleep. It's Dario's watch.
Give me that roll, Dario.
Solid 0 plus 0 perception.
It's not a natural 1.
It's not.
Nothing. You think you hear something a couple of times, but
It was
But
just
it's
Karis breaking wind.
like once you like you feel like you might be like you might have dozed off for a second, but then you get like startled by something. Get up, looking around. You don't
A
see anything.
solid head drop and then snap back
Yeah.
up.
It's like, oh god, was I asleep for? But nothing.
All right. Sage, I think you're up.
Nothing, Sage.
We survived the night.
Yeah,
It's gonna
that's
be
okay.
pure luck.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not going to have you roll for Marthalion. We're just going to say his.
Okay.
Just to ease things.
Yeah.
His watch goes well.
Sweet.
Next morning,
Bright, beautiful day. Let's go.
you guys have berries. Obviously, the researchers have their own food.
Yep.
You guys have berries.
We have rations too. If I'm craving some meat, I got some jerky.
You wake up in the morning. All the researchers kind of just check. their
Hopefully
carts
not
out, make sure
feeling like
everything's
P.
good.
Diddy.
Before you leave, make sure you brush your teeth with a bottle of Jack.
Because we ain't coming back.
Researchers all check their wagons, make sure everything's good, get the horses tied back up, head out on your travels.
Hey.
Survival checks.
First one is me. Oof.
But we're all doing them together, so.
Second one. Okay.
Hey.
Hey. Hey! 20, 40, 67. Even higher than the last one.
Can you take me?
Excelente.
I'm a little distracted keeping an eye on the old man.
Give me a d6 roll.
My turn.
Another old man.
Another old man. We're just gonna start a nursing home. Do I need to re-roll it?
You can re-roll it, yes.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
Woo! You are traveling.
That's your gaggle of old men.
Yeah, right.
I now see there are some flaws in my in this, but that's okay.
That's fine. We'll iron it out as we go.
You are traveling.
No,
down the
no
road.
flaws. Please, let's have an entire horde of old men.
It's about halfway through your day. Everything's going smoothly. And there's Dario, you're doing, or Karis, you're doing your flybys and all that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's watching the old man while you're up
I'll
flying?
keep an eye on the old man while he is scouting.
Okay. You're up scouting, and you can't tell 100% what it is, but there's something on the road in front of you,
I would like to
about half a mile away.
First, I'm gonna circle back full speed. Be aware there is something on the road. I could not tell what it was from the distance, but I'm going to investigate. If I don't come back, if you hear screams, help me? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna fly that way. Up high enough, I'm out of reach of things, but low enough, I'll be able to tell what things are.
I mean, things have very long reach.
I'm gonna
so
make sure I'm
that
at
really
least like
depends
10, 15 feet off the ground.
10 or 15 feet off the
15.
Okay.
I'm gonna go at 15 for now.
15 feet off the ground.
Yes.
All right. It takes you, whatever fly speed is divided by half a mile, that long.
Gotcha.
You get over there. There is just a cow in the middle of the road. It's just chilling there, munching on some grass.
Is
No.
there? I'm not there.
You are not there, Dario.
Hello.
Dinner?
Is there?
Moo.
All right. Question for the DM: was that the exact
Is it a
sound that it
minute?
made, or did it sound like a cow?
That was my best interpretation of a cow.
No, I just wanted to be clear before I reacted to it.
God dang it. This man will DM, and his normal characters will become Jamaican, and
Yep.
his Jamaican characters will stay Jamaican, and his
Yep.
British characters will become Jamaican.
Yep.
But I make a cow sound, and apparently I'm just the worst.
You're not the worst. I just wanted to make sure that I was reacting properly.
Yeah,
and
it is.
yet
It is
I,
a cow. It
Okay.
mooed.
I don't
He's
care
paranoid.
what
He's
your
made
guess.
him
I'm
self-paranoid
That's what
because
it is.
he inflicted us with a not horse, and he's
Yes.
afraid you're gonna inflict
That is
us with a not cow.
that is 100% correct. I am paranoid. This is a not cow.
It is a cow.
Okay.
Payback.
It mooed.
I'm gonna kind of fly up and look around. Are there like fenced pastures around or anything?
No.
They're,
Hello?
like stupidly far away from like where a farm would be.
You are like you're like in fields in Kansas
That's where cows would
without the farms.
be. Okay, so just
Like
okay,
this is
an untamed
know.
plain.
yes.
I'm gonna just go. Hello. Is anyone missing a cow?
Moo.
Okay. If you're missing a cow, I'm gonna take it to my caravan for now to keep it safe. Bye. And I'm gonna take out a piece of rope and like around the cow. And I'm gonna try and lead the cow back towards the caravan. I'm so
Give
dead.
me an animal handling check.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. 14.
Not bad.
As long as it's not
So
like
you
a
guys-
feral cow, I shouldn't die.
You guys are traveling. You are heading towards the city, right? Karis flew off, comes back. Like you kind of notice him flying back, whatever.
Okay.
About 10 minutes later, and he has just got a cow
I found it on the road
on a lead.
with no one around.
Moo.
Well, if I don't belong to anybody, we can take it with us and
I
sell
hollered.
it at the next.
I flew around. I looked for people. I yelled. I did not check for brands. For a brand? I think. I don't know. I'm not from the country. You're from the country. Do you brand cattle? Is that
I'm
just a me?
familiar with I'm a farm boy. I'm familiar with livestock, and I may not be familiar with this area's stuff, but I will look for any, clipped ear, anything that would mean this is somebody's or any defining mark.
No, just a cow.
I will tie it to its lead rope to the rearmost wagon. We have a cow. I'm gonna put that in my character sheet under treasure.
I mean,
You have a cow.
depending on where we're at, you can get a decent amount of money for a cow.
Indeed, the beef is not cheap.
Also, if it's I would be able to tell if it's a heifer. I'm a farm boy.
It is not. It is a bull.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I found a bull, not a cow. I'm really glad it didn't charge me. Okay, cool. Had I rode low on that, I would have been dead because I am red. So, anyways, 5 more spaces.
Yes, you may move 5 more spaces.
Can you believe all this bull?
All right, 5 spaces roughly.
All right. You know the drill at this point.
Yep. We found a bull. 8.
Watch is just
Right. Nothing.
Cool.
the X. Is that my last roll?
Just.
You need some more
That was the
beet
same-
juice, my friend.
That was the same as my last roll.
Nothing. Sage.
Purely average.
Nothing really. You hear some rustling, but you go to look around, realize it's just the cow.
So you're saying it was cattle rustling?
It was cattle rustling.
Nice.
Night passes fine. Wake up in the morning. They check their carts, make sure everything's there. You guys have breakfast. Get on the road. Your caravan is less resembling a caravan of researchers and more like a circus at this point.
But farmers on their way to market. Old man, a cow,
Lots of bibs, bits and bobs.
Be right back.
Yes,
Cool. I know the drill at this point, unless something changes.
You know the drill at this point.
I think that's what I rolled last time too. No, I rolled 6 last time. Okay. That'll offset. Jacob, you should have rolled your survival before you left.
Yes.
Also, I might have to cut out because I am hardcore falling asleep.
Okay. 75.
I feel like we're just making up for all of the stupid rolls we had on the way to the city.
You guys are rolling really good.
At least on survival.
All right. I need someone.
You know, when it doesn't matter.
No, I feel like it very much matters right now.
We have a bunch of expensive looking gear and nobody's tried to rob us as far as we
I
know.
mean,
We found a whole cow.
I need you to roll a d10 for me. I need someone to roll
Jacob,
a d10
you're up.
for me.
My turn. The 10. 9.
Oh my god, yes! Yes.
Oh, I'm scared.
This is bad. So bad. The DM's excited. We're all bummed.
so that's my third net 20 in a row.
So
good on our survival.
your merry band of circus clowns
Yes.
are traveling your way down the road. And you've seen this before, right? You're traveling down the road and there is a old man that you you start to catch up to. Only instead of walking the same direction you guys are traveling. He's walking the other direction, and this dude looks like he could fall over and die. Like he is old, should not be out here on the road. Old, walking towards you.
Hello.
You all right?
Good afternoon. Would
One is a 9 to hit.
would you answer something for me?
If we're able to, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And he, as you say that, he kind of like perks up a little bit. Hold up, move this over here.
My rivers are dry. My forests have no trees. My towns are flat and empty. And my roads cannot be walked on. What am I?
My rivers are dry.
My forests have no trees. My towns are flat and empty, and my roads cannot be walked on.
Type of forest has no trees. What type of river is dry?
Fantastic.
Could I roll
Like a river
intelligence for a
bed.
hint?
I guess a drawing of a river would be dry, but that's not a river.
Wait, could you repeat it again?
My rivers are dry. My forests have no trees. My towns are flat and empty. And my roads cannot be walked on. What am I?
Brent, this is not me answering. I just want to bounce it off somebody else.
Okay.
Map. You are a map.
Indeed.
Are you in agreement that we should go with that?
I'm gonna be like, may we discuss amongst ourselves for just a moment.
He kind of nods his head.
Huddle in.
Sounds like a map. Rivers are dry, towns are flat, forest, no trees.
That is true. It's all ink and paper, and you can't. I mean, you could walk on it, but like walking specifically on the road would be very difficult. It is a very large map, but most of
All right, so we're gonna go. I'll turn back. I'm gonna go with your map.
Is that your final answer?
To be honest, I ain't got nothing else. Anybody else got anything else?
no.
So, just so I'm clear, what is your answer?
Map.
And he like kind of stands up, his shoulders kind of arch back, and almost he definitely was an old man when you rolled up on him. He is not so much anymore, and he kind of smiles at you. Thank you. And he snaps his fingers and disappears.
So, based off my education and magical
I
knowledge,
don't like that.
Someone give me a perception check.
Yeah,
perception?
everyone. I would
Everyone
like to
give me a
Okay.
perception check.
hoping for Arcana, but I'll do
15.
what you said. Perception? 16.
Okay.
So
Your
good.
surroundings look very different from where you were at.
Well, this is a problem.
Harris, give me a history check. You've traveled to buy an before.
Sure. Oh, I'm terrible at history.
It's not that
10.
hard. Okay. Some of the landmarks you see around you would suggest you are much farther,
Are we talking like just us or the whole
like
caravan?
the whole caravan is. You are not in the same place that you. It seems that you are not in the same place that you were at. Paris, from you traveled this road before,
Yeah,
obviously,
sure.
Doing stuff.
Flower shipments.
You seem from the what's the word I'm looking for? The landmarks that you see around you. You seem to be a a day's travel farther ahead than where you were at.
Do we get to move forward 10 spaces?
You get to move forward 10 spaces.
Guys. That and that. We should not be seeing those for like another day. I think we were just
Sounds okay to me.
teleported. As helpful as it is, I do not like that at all. But thank you.
With my education, would I be able to like know anything of what's?
You can make an Arcana check for me if you would like.
Oh, that's only a 9.
Dude, some old guy asked you to answer a riddle, snapped his fingers, and you are now apparently a day's travel farther ahead than you were.
Good at Arcana, darn it.
No, obviously you're not. Even if you were, even if you, this is not something you ever would have heard about.
All right.
All right. Cool. I guess. Sleep time
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to cut out.
All right.
Guess we're ending there for the night.
I mean, we can. It's up to you guys.
Let's just see what the next day's travel. If anything big happens
If
in travel,
if you guys roll poorly, we will wait, resolve said poor rolls till
gotcha.
next week.
Well, then we'll also need hers for rolling.
Yeah. Jacob, I'll let you.
Okay. That should work. Watches. Obviously, you make your the rest of your day's travel. You end up 10 spaces farther than you were, when you started the day. Your watches.
18.
Nothing. Before we go to that, Karis, you do at one point notice that one of the Dragonborn researcher kind of gets up and walks around the encampment, kind of checks stuff out, and then goes back to sleep. But you've noticed that a couple of times throughout your 3 days travel. Every night he tends to do that. But that's about it. Dario, bro.
Why?
You know how normally you kind of jerk yourself awake right after you fall asleep?
Yep.
Unfortunately, that doesn't happen for an hour.
Oops.
But you kind of you're sitting there, prop yourself up against one of the wagon wheels, kind of watching out for stuff. You drift off, and slowly after an hour, you kind of slide far enough that you slide off the wheel and fall to the ground and wake yourself up. But nothing other than that happens.
Maybe if something comes near, the bull will be an early warning system.
And the rest of the night passes fine.
Jacob, you can roll survival.
Survival. Survival. Survival.
What's that total? Well, that's 20. And that's 32. And that's 44. Our total. Is that bad enough that we need to wait?
That is bad enough that I need a D6.
Dibs. And then we'll see if we need to wait. That's a 1.
Oh.
It could be completely random. We don't know.
Yeah, just ones don't fill me with joy, though.
So you get your full day's travel. You go to make camp for the night.
5 squares so we know where we're at.
Mm-hmm. And you make camp for the night,
He's moving map.
as one does. Let me. Not that.
What?
You make camp for the night. Karis, you can give me a roll for your watch.
Oh boy.
Gross.
10. Very mediocre.
You know, Karis, you're having a really it's been a rough day, right? Your cow's acting up. Your old man keeps having to go to the bathroom. I mean, it's almost like when you're doing protection duty for a caravan, you shouldn't just collect all of the random things you find on the side of the road.
It's like dealing with a bunch of kids.
It's been a pretty stressful day. And you start your watch, but quickly fade off into
On a 10?
on a 10.
Oh, that's not good. I love
And
that you
that-
actually have a bull token.
I realized that giving you random crap you're going to bring with you is maybe a mistake. So you also have an old man token.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I hope he's
You
a
make
wizard.
camp
He
for
looks
the
like
night.
a wizard.
And that is where we're going to leave off.
He may not be a wizard, but hopefully he is at least wizened enough to hide under the under the
Hold on, Jacob.
wagons.
Jacob, let him do the sign off.
You actually, I'm still going for a second.
Okay.
You do, like, right towards the end of your watch, you wake up and you hear the horses and bull being quite restless.
Do I have
And
time
then
to react to this?
out of the corner of your eye,
Okay.
you see something like outside of the perimeter of like your circle of caravan wagons, and that is where we will come back to next week. This is a game we've been playing. I hope it's been fun, and we'll catch you guys next week. There may be scheduling changes. We may switch back to playing on Sundays. We are unsure. We're working on that. We'll either be here Saturday night at 5 or Sunday night at 5 for all of the singular person who watches us.
Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
Alright, we good?
Peace out.